So good, Lauren. I want to thank you for your time during this conversation that we're going to have for the next 30 minutes or so. And you wear multiple hats right now. And I think your career has also had different hats, right from being a people and capability lead to now being a leadership coach, and in between I'm sure there were different hats of facilitators and some group chair of an executive network that you are a part of and things like that. So what are the inflection points that have taught you the most in life, Lauren? And if you can share some specific stories or anecdotes there, that would be really useful.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think, I mean, it's funny you asked that question because it's something that I often we unpack, if you like, with many of my coaching clients as well, which is really just to understand a little bit about their journey, you know, their call to adventure, and we've had, you know, sort of repeats itself as well. And so, you know, I guess it's a little bit with myself as well. Most of the time, I think for all of us, the inflection points are usually when you know, we either hit a high or a low, and you know, basically have to push through it or learn through it, and you know, and come out the other side. So I think probably for me, if I look back over the last 27 years now, probably the one inflection point was when I left South Africa and moved over to try to make a new life professionally and personally in Australia, in Sydney. So it was quite a bold move, I suppose, in a way, but quite lonely as well, because it's something that I chose to do because I thought, you know, I really need to find some work now after having worked at the university in South Africa for the period leading up to that. So that was kind of quite a time for me, really navigating the real world out there. This was before digital, of course. And actually I passed through Singapore on the way. We stopped over there on the way to Sydney, Australia. But I think that moment, that a period of adventure and separation, if you like, was a real, I guess, really helped me to look at myself, where I'd come to and where I was going, and really, you know, make some decisive and difficult choices, necessary choices about, you know, what my future was going to be. So you know, you have a lot of disappointments along the way. And I remember looking for my first job, and it took me about 3 months of soul searching and writing letters. This is still when we wrote letters. I got so many rejections, I could literally paste them around my little room. I was sharing a bedroom with my brother and his wife at the time then. So it was quite in Sydney. So it was quite an eye-opener. And for me, that just redefined success, I think, and achievement, and helped me to, you know, re-look at myself and detach in some way from material achievements, because I've always felt like I've always been successful, but really to find within myself a little bit more of hope and optimism, and then also start to build the resilience piece. And I think that has always stood with me over, you know, the inflection points that I have in my life since then, over the last 27 years. That resilience and optimism always is something that I think helps me get through things most certainly. So that was kind of the first one, I think, early in my career, but just something that has always stuck with me.
Correct. Wonderful. I like the words adventure and separation, right? They seem to be like in polarities, but I think you balanced it beautifully.
Yes. Yeah, no, they are. And I think that just repeats itself. You know, we're constantly having separation from our old world, and, you know, the call to adventure to go somewhere else with new people and new support.
Correct. Wonderful.